Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came off of his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback room.
Passing play. Flacco. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the gun, Flacco.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Flacco.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Dayo Odengbo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To pass, Flacco.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and it's still.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Here's Flacco. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now Flacco. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
That's good.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42.
How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's Jervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Flacco. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice
touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gets around him. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, Williams. That's to the speedster, All-Madden Zacchaeus. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you had the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Powering forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 32 yards for DeAndre Swift. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Flacco off play action. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will toss to Brown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Dayo Odeyingbo there to make the play defensively.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Flacco looks to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dayo Odeyingbo. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go. The football led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw is Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Yeah, that's That's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
From the gun to give to Brown.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Third down, Flacco from the gun.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Williams.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To the air, Williams.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw, just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Flacco. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Setting up to throw, Flacco. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flacco. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Passing play, Flacco. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's brought down at the 16. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Here's Flacco. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brown. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Flacco. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Third and goal, Flacco. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there with a pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
15. First down, Bears.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Complete to Zacchaeus.
Williams pass. Complete to Olamide Zacchaeus. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Now it's Flacco. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
34-yard line.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Fighting him off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw, Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
For a Bears 1st down. A gain of 12. And the Bears 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. To the left side into the hands of Adunze. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to the running game with Swift. Dances by him. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
And the Bears first down. 1st and goal.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Here's Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw forward with Williams. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Trey Hendrickson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right. Usually
it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To pass, Flacco. Open man is Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 69 yards. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears now ready to take over again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On the handoff, this is Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They'll run here with Swift. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, Williams. He's got his target, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2.
Williams going to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Flacco looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Setting up to throw Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It'll be a 51-yard pump that time. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Swift going to try up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
3rd and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Williams.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up. but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Flacco. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Williams, throwing to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Looking to put a drive together. Moore, the motion man. Williams throwing after the interception. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. There's a short throw. It's caught by Connect. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Passing play, Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Flacco. This pass complete to Higgins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Flacco. Got a man open. It's Chase. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Flacco. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Brown with a stick. And he will take it out in for the Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle. he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
2nd down and 8.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Flacco from the gun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
To the left side into the hands of
Touchdown, Chicago!
Rome Odunze.
58 yards.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
1st and 10.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.